Yoga, Bombom Tea, Chini Tanchu, Mungbong.
All right, so a lot of people may have already heard of this story, but I didn't know what the text messages included. I just knew the premise that this lady who has been to school for all these years, you're supposed to respect her as a judge, respect my authority. She's bigger and better than you. I just watched this one case where a judge was getting on the elevator and got into a fight and got punched in the face. And they was like, you can't take it because she's a judge into consideration. She's just a regular person. And you're right. You're right. I wholeheartedly agree. Because we're going to read this story. And you can't tell me this story ain't about a regular ass person. This is about Betty, who worked at the supermarket. This is about Susan, who works at the accountant's office front desk. This is for Margaret, who worked at the MBA for years. You know what, better yet, this is for Roxanne, who worked at the post office, who be starting all the shit from the front window and the back being chaos. I'm sorry, I apologize. This is a regular person. Everybody else would just get fired. They would just get fired because she's gone to school. I don't know. I don't know what it is that people, how the elevation happened in school. I don't know. I don't take no respect in your degree. So I don't know. I just can't put you on that pedestal. So I say school all the time because that's the only thing that differentiated us. Because we make the same mistakes. But for some odd reason, it's not as bad when y'all do it. So we're going to read and we're going to stay in tune. We're going to find out what's going to happen to Judge Lady here. I don't know her name either, but we're going to see what these text messages was that was so important, y'all. This is disgusting. Have I said this already? We are here on Fox59.com, and it says calls for Oklahoma judge's removal after 500 texts during murder trial investigation. We appreciate you, Caitlin Ogle. I don't know what the K4 is. Yeah, but this was published October the 12th, 2023 at approximately 6:24 p.m. And it says Oklahoma City. In Oklahoma, it says, an Oklahoma Supreme Court justice wants a judge removed after an investigation found 500 text messages sent to her bailiff, okay, during her first murder trial. And possibly her last. See, this is why I should not first reaction read. I promise you, I apologize. It's not going to be an easy one. It's going to be a rough one. So if you don't like me talking in between, we ain't going to make it. One and trigger. I did not. Now, this was her first trial. If you aren't aware, when you get down to these text messages, I'm going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to make it together. Have faith in me. To put it all together, this lady has finally made it. She's actually been a lawyer, I assume. She's gone to school for all them years. She's gained all this knowledge and retained it. She's climbed her way up somehow to the status of Judge, Your Honor, the presence of the court. Yes. I don't even know this lady's name yet. But I know enough about her to say I would wholeheartedly be terrified to my soul to know that she has literally made and could make a decision that would, possibly, in the rest of my life, ruin the rest of, I don't know, just impact the rest of my life. Just because of how she feels. It's not supposed to be like that, but it would be. Okay, all right, that was it for now. As first reported by the Oklahoman, I like that. That's cute a little bit. Oklahoma Supreme Court Chief Justice John Kane said he wants Lincoln County Judge Tracy Soderstorm, hey Tracy, taken off the bench. I ain't even guess your name. Okay. Tracy Soderstrom, or Soderstrom. I don't know. You can find the full petition here under the October 10 entry. Oh, they got a petition to do it. Okay. Chief Kane said Soderstrom. Storm. I don't know. It should be Storm. I'm going to need you to change how you spell your last name just so I can say it a little bit easier. Appreciate you. 50. You 50 years old. See, I take more value in the age. You get elevated on a pedestal the older you get because you should know better. And if you act like you know you should be acting, you should be treated accordingly. Old people should not suffer. You done lived a long ass life. You should be able to do what you want at that point. Not really, but kind of, sort of. She 50. She more than halfway there. Unless she one of the lucky ones. And she acting like this. Remember that. So now we got she 50. Right? This wasn't even an important family member. This was the bailiff. How long did you know this bailiff? This was the first murder trial. That's what we got so far. And we get into these messages. Chief Kane said Soderstrom, 50, text her bailiff, Angela Miller. Hey, Angie. During a June trial in the case. Are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready. One in, trigger, one in. If you easily trigger, boom, run. Don't walk. Don't collect $200. I ain't got your money. You just got to leave. Either I'm going to trigger you or these stories going to trigger you. And I can't help you. The world is rough. Get a helmet. Okay. If anybody knows who said that, put it in the comments. I appreciate you. I'm sorry. Back to the story. And I shouldn't be laughing. Because listen. She texted her bailiff, Angela Miller, during a June trial in the case of a 2-year-old beaten to death in 2018. Kane said Judge Soderstrom seemed to have her mind made up, believing the boyfriend of the child's mother was innocent. The judge texted her bailiff saying that prosecutors just couldn't accept that a mom could kill their kid, so they went after the next person available. The judge added, "Can I please scream, 'Liar, liar'?" That's what she wanted to do. I was about to cuss. I'm gonna be honest. I was about to say a word. I was about to call her a bad word. I'm sorry, Your Honor. But you can't hold me in contempt because I ain't say it. There are so many things that a judge is supposed to be doing. They're supposed to be watching the entire courtroom to make sure everyone is doing everything by the book legally. You mean to tell me you know all of the legal mumbo jumbo, all of the rules, the regulations, the codes, and shit like that? You know all of the subsections and that you could be so on top of all of that you can sit there and at the same time relax enough to just be having random thoughts like I wouldn't even, as a judge, if it's a jury trial, yes, you have to pay attention and you have to take it all in. But I literally would be doing my work. Okay, yes, I have to answer this one over here. I have to file this one here. I know they take notes in between because sometimes they're asked to rule on certain things. You do a lot as a judge, but you sitting there talking about fucking liar. Okay. Yes, Judge, you can definitely do that. I think that would make the situation so much better. Thank you for your contribution. I don't know. That drove me nuts, so I had to just get it off my chest. I apologize. Okay. That was annoying. The text messages also appear to be mocking prosecutors, asking, what does he have? Oh my God. These not even the worst. I'm gonna tell you, we have not even gotten to the actual text messages. This is just this child. This is your first one. You're 50. You're too fucking old. Are you kidding me? Okay, let me read. The text messages also appear to be mocking prosecutors, asking, why does he have baby hands? They are so weird looking. While adding he was sweating through his coat. Because you sitting up there on your fucking ass doing nothing. but observing, making opinions, observations. I'm not sure what you were doing, but because that man was out there working, okay, okay, yeah. And you say he got baby hands. Oh, okay, okay. I mean, I do understand how that is. Oh, jeez, how that is relevant. Um, we again appreciate you. I bet you any my money she gonna still be a judge. That's why I'm acting like I am. Because all you can do is just take it. You can't say anything against it. She's done no wrong. Even if she's not still a judge on the bench, I bet you it's gonna be a way for her to be like what do we have in? I don't know. You know, judges can do a plethora. A plethora. I was trying to use a big word. A plethora of things, and that's not even a big word, but I can't spell it, so it's a big word. The judges can do a plethora of things. So she ain't got to sit on the bench, but I bet you any my money. I bet you any my money. Even if it's not in the same state. It's just horrible because if I do some random ass horrible shit like this, like in my job, it's start talking about patients. Like say you work, in a hospital and you just randomly start texting them nurses wouldn't even have a fucking nurse's license. And I mean on that level, she be in court. She be in civil court probably. This is just, it enrages me. It make me mad. Okay, I'm done. The judge also allegedly made crass comments about one of the prosecutor's genitals. In other messages, they allegedly accused witnesses of not having teeth. Notice it says they. They allegedly accused witnesses of not having teeth, being constipated, and a juror of wearing a wig. See, this is encouraging my bad behavior because my bad behavior be wanting to post pictures while I'm talking, while I'm reading, so you can look at who we talking about. But I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business because I need me a wig. I ain't got no edges and I'm going bald a little bit. So, Meanwhile, Soderstrom allegedly called a testifying officer pretty and told Bailiff Miller, "I could look at him all day. Hey, can we question this witness? Can he get back on the stand real quick? Can we ask, would he look at her all day?" The judge also described the defense attorney as awesome, asking, "Can I clap for her? She's so amazing and awesome. Can I clap for her? She did such a good job. There you go, Judge. I'll do it for you." I swear, I'm so glad can't nobody see me making these dumbass faces that I be making. Okay, let's get into it. I actually recorded this whole page and then deleted it because I Googled how to say voir dire. They uploaded 4 pages total from whatever, I guess, the petition is or whatever this document is. We have pages 10, 11, 12, and 13. I didn't look at the number on the last page. I'm just assuming, but let's read and find out. So we're starting at number 19. While the district attorney was addressing jurors during voir dire, respondent texted that he was sweating through his coat. To which the bailiff responded, "Yes, it's gross. He's gross and a horrible speaker." Number 20, regarding the assistant district attorney, the respondent commented that they are going to hate him, referring to the jury as they. The bailiff responded, "Absolutely, he is an arrogant redacted." I really don't appreciate no redactions. I need to know what he's an arrogant, like the expletive. Tell me. The bailiff then made a crass and demeaning reference to the prosecuting attorney's genitals, to which the respondent replied with a ha-ha icon. 21. The DA made a reference to a BLT sandwich, and the bailiff remarked that the defense attorney threw his BLT analogy back at him. The respondent replied, "Trash," with various emojis to reference trash and a BLT. Number 22, at no time during these exchanges did respondent admonish her bailiff not to discuss the attorneys appearing before the court in such an inappropriate way. Instead, the respondent joined in on the commentary. It looked like she was the ringleader, but okay, you want to push it off on the bailiff? I got you. I got you. Ooh. That's why I be minding my business. I'm sorry. See, that's a comma. I done lost my place. I gotta stop talking about people. Number 22. At no time during these exchanges did respondent admonish her bailiff not to discuss the attorneys appearing before the court in such an inappropriate way. Instead, the respondent joined in on the commentary by again referencing the DA's appearance and stating, "Why does he have baby hands? They are so weird looking." The bailiff replied, "I was told they were tiny, lol." So somebody told you beforehand, okay? Somebody told you they was tiny, so you was on the lookout. Okay. 23. Conversely, when the defense attorney addressed the jury during voir dire, the respondent remarked, "She's awesome." The bailiff responded, "Yup, and she's so smart." Following voir dire, the judge sought to swear in the jurors, and the state objected, again requesting a ruling on Dr. Brown's ability to testify and noting the state would lose its right to an appeal and double jeopardy would attach once the jurors were sworn in. The ADA said he thought all parties agreed the matters would be taken up before the jury was sworn in. 26, the respondent overruled the state objection and swore in the jury. I don't know nothing about nothing, but I tell you, I do know something like that would be huge. So not only was it her conduct via telephone, her actual like, I don't know nothing about nothing, but tell me if I'm wrong. Ain't that like a big deal if that's okay? Mess with my right. Okay, I'm not my business. 26. The Daubert hearing was held 2 days after the jury was sworn in, and the respondent sustained the Daubert motion, and Dr. Brown was not allowed to testify. 27. During opening argument, the respondent continued to praise the defense attorney by texting her bailiffs. Clap for her. All right, I got you. I get you. Since you couldn't clap in the courtroom, there she go with her round of applause. Is you happy, Miss Defense Attorney? Did you like your round of applause? The judge thought you deserved one. Number 28, referencing the DA's office, the respondent noted they are not used to going up against competent attorneys. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. You said clap for her, and then you say the DA's. Ain't that the district? The district attorney is the prosecution. I'm so special. I don't know nothing about nothing. See, that just proved it. They are not used to going up against competent attorneys, implicitly dismissing the capabilities of the state's attorneys and the defense bar. This is a judge for the books. 29. When the DA began to question witnesses, the bailiff texts, "He's horrible," to which the respondent replied, "True." The bailiff replied, "Sucks." Sucks. She had 4 S's. I had to make sure you got the S's in there. 30. While, I swear I'm so dumb. Just doing that shit for extra purposes just because she did it. It's just dumb. Number 30. While a video was played to a witness on the stand, the respondent remarked to the bailiff, "This shit is boring." I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I'm fighting it, but I can't. Because here's the thing. I don't like my job. I've not loved any of my jobs, but the thing is I never took the time, the energy, or the effort to really put forth like actually learn about a specific subject and then go into it as a field. Also, when I got the inkling that I wasn't going to want to do the job that I was going to go to school for, I did not go to school. I was going to go to school for nursing. Then I worked in the hospital right under nurses. I realized why the fuck they be acting the way they act and why they get so burned out. And I said, I'm going to mind my business. I'm going to mind my business. That was the only thing I was really willing to put forth the energy and go to school for. I ain't going to make it. I ain't going to make it. I'm going to be just like them. This judge does not like her job. She does not like it. She's literally showing everyone. She's showing everyone. I just don't understand why the fuck she would put other people through a life of suffering because she was able, listen to this, watch this, to afford and put forth the energy and effort to go to school. I'm confused. When you interviewed her, she lied like the rest of us and said she cared about people. That's why she went. She was lying. She was lying. There's ways you can find out. I promise you. It might be hard. It might be hard, but there are ways. And this was not the first instance. I don't know if this story talks about it. Them saying something, I think, about her texting somewhere in the past, right? She ordered a privacy screen. So something like the COVID stuff, but not really. I imagine it to be because he didn't show pictures. But of course, my imagination, I'll be just making up shit. That's why I mind my business because I'll lie to you in a heartbeat because I done made it up in my mind. What I imagine is if you can imagine what the computer like monitor sits on. If you order a riser and it has just two legs, just a plain something, except hers was essentially a privacy screen. It's like a darkening screen that you can't see through. Like sometimes you'll go to the, not ATMs, but the keypad swipers in like the market maybe when you swipe your card to pay for your things, and sometimes over the keypad it'll have that somewhat super tinted but you can still see through tinted plastic kind of thing, so you're supposed to be able to see through it but nobody else can. Since she's under a camera, she ordered a privacy screen once she was told about being on her phone originally to fix the problem so she could continue texting. So she's like, I got oppositional defiance disorder. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to because I don't know, but okay. So they ordered her to take it down. So here's my thing. You knew this motherfucker was probably still doing the same shit. Why was she allowed to continue and to continue to elevate? This was her first murder trial, which means I assume you don't automatically jump into murder trials. I could be wrong. You know, maybe I would think they would ease you into it. Maybe just give you a couple, I don't know. I can't think of nothing that ain't that serious, but suspended licenses. Then you graduate to DUIs. I don't know. You know, that kind of thing. That's traffic court. Shut up. Okay. They made her take a privacy screen down, you know, but I don't know. That was going to fix. That's why I just don't know. Okay, once you said take it down, did you think that was going to fix the problem? But I guess I can't run my mouth too much because they did the investigation. Okay, I guess they did. No, courts did it? I don't know. See. I be having questions and I don't even know what the questions be. I apologize. I'm going to be honest. If I skipped a paragraph, I'm not going to go back. I'm almost positive 31 is where I'm at, though. While an interview was played, the bailiff mistakenly thought it was a video the state had previously lost. Responded text, "They didn't lose this one, but they should have." The bailiff replied, "It doesn't help the state at all," to which respondent affirmed by texting, "Nope." 32. Later, the respondent texted, "State just couldn't accept that a mom could kill their kid, so they went after the next person available," evidencing her opinion about the defendant's innocence. Number 33, the respondent later texts, "This is dumb," during the state's direct examination of a witness, and her bailiff replied, "I just hope the jury doesn't buy his redacted." The respondent commented, "He looks constipated." And is that the "oh shit" look? I know where shit go. That's like my favorite. No, that's not my favorite cuss word, but that's one of the ones I use a lot, unfortunately. So I usually know where that go. I'm assuming the other one might be bullshit, but Number 34, the judge and bailiff refer to the co-defendant who was to appear as a witness as a liar at least 3 times while she is on the stand. The respondent spent the majority of the co-defendant's testimony on her phone texting comments like, "Can I please scream liar, liar?" Number 35, when a police officer took the stand, the respondent texts, "He's pretty. I could look at him all day." To which the bailiff replied, "Same, LOL." 36, the respondent and bailiff also discuss whether one of the jurors is wearing a wig, with the respondent texting, "That's a wig. Look at the hairline." And later she texts, "Definitely wearing a wig." To which the bailiff responded, "OMG, LOL." 37, I think she getting a little sick of you. I think you was annoying her. She ain't give a fuck about that wig. Number 37, they wondered they wondered if another witness had teeth. And the respondent text, "No star witness right there." So you can't be a star witness. You don't get your star if you have no teeth in her courtroom. Number 38, regarding another witness, the respondent questioned, "Is she blinking uncontrollably?" Number 39, later the respondent offered her opinion to the bailiff that DNA excluded Marzal on the bed. No way they get guilty on murder. See, I would be afraid that she would overturn whatever the jury says because of her beliefs. But she had this before the trial even started. She's not even looking at the evidence. Isn't that the biggest part? Isn't that what she be preaching to? I'm just confused, Your Honor. Number 40. During the trial, the respondent approached Sergeant Kelly Coleman, Captain Chad Pavlich, I don't know, and Detective Larry Stover in the hallway and stated that the co-defendant was not believable. Wait a minute, did you say in the hallway? During the trial, the respondent approached Sergeant Kelly Coleman, Captain Chad Palbech. You know I wanted to read it again if I'm willing to say that name, and Detective Larry Stover in the hallway, and stated that the co-defendant was not believable. She did not think the defendant would be found guilty of murder, and he would only be sentenced to credit for time served. She granted the defendant's request for an additional jury instruction for manslaughter 2, which carries a sentence of 2 to 4 years. She took the state's request for a murder 2 instruction, which is an 85% crime with a punishment of 10 years to prison and life under advisement. 41, when discussing jury instructions with her bailiff, who was traveling at the time, by text, the respondent notified her that we are giving an alternative instruction for second-degree manslaughter. The bailiff responded, "But no, just enabling child abuse? He didn't kill that kid." The respondent answered, "No, man too fits. Can't just do enabling because there is a dead person." The bailiff responded, "So basically, mom taking the plea deal screwed him over." The respondent reassured the bailiff, "No, man too is 2 to 4 years. Enabling is 255 to life. I'd rather give the man 2 instructions." The bailiff responded, and he's already served that time. The respondent replied, "Yep." 42, later that day, the respondent denied the state's request for the murder 2 jury instruction on the basis the request was made without sufficient evidence or notice. Okay. 43. The state then requested an enabling child abuse instruction instead, and the defense objected because there was a dead body, arguing there was case law to support the objection. The defense ultimately withdrew the objection because the case law mentioned did not support their position, and the respondent then allowed the enabling child abuse instruction. I am so confused. I need to go to school just to be able to read some of this stuff. 44. The jury found the defendant guilty of manslaughter in the second degree and sentenced him to time served. A sentence only a judge can impose. Respondent accepted the verdict and imposed a sentence of 4 years, giving credit for time served, resulting in no additional jail time. 45. After trial, a sheriff's deputy advised the district attorney's office that the respondent was seen using her phone throughout the trial. The district attorney then, y'all could have released the rest of them instead of leaving it at a cliffhanger, but I appreciate it. I appreciate that much, because let's get done with this thing. Chief Kane's harshest criticism is the judge's apparent influence on the trial's outcome, never giving the jurors an opportunity to consider second-degree murder. They ultimately handed down a manslaughter conviction and recommended he be released with time served. The child's mother is serving a 25-year sentence for enabling child abuse. After the trial, a video of Judge Soderstrom on her phone was leaked to the media. She then had cameras moved away, then put back, and asked for black privacy boxes be put over her desk. Okay, they did mention it. Thank you. We appreciate you again, Fox 59. They're able to zoom in on her handwriting on the bench. Tracy, why they spell her name different this time? Oh, there's somebody else. I need to mind my business. I am so special. I saw the S out the peripheral and didn't look at the whole name. Tracy Shoemaker, Judge Soderstrom's attorney, told K4 in August, not possible, said Sheriff Charlie Doherty. They mean they able to zoom in on her handwriting. I don't know. Was that? Oh, you were saying you wanted the cameras taken away because they could see your handwriting? Is that what you're saying? I don't even know where that came from. I was confused. I was confused. During an August meeting, the county commissioners voted to remove the privacy boxes. So I have to have a whole meeting. Y'all ain't got no direct boss over each of these judges. It's just a committee, I guess. Several calls to Shoemaker for comment were never returned. Kafer called Bailiff Miller, who hung up. Kafer called back twice, but got a dial tone. Kafer also called the district attorney's office 3 times, but never heard back. Chief Kane and the Council on Judicial Complaints declined to comment. Ain't nobody got nothing to say about nothing. They just said, mind your business. We trying to work it out. We trying to figure out some things. You know what you know. Now just run with it for now. All this was alleged, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to make sure in the description, I put allegedly in my opinion, according to what I've been reading. Cause I don't know if I didn't mention that all video long. And I done said some shit. And that's a judge. It's a judge. I'm going to jail if I gotta go to court, cause I can't afford no lawyer. We ain't gonna make it. So it's all allegedly, in my opinion, according to all the stuff that I have been reading, and they have been saying. I just think that's what they had said. I ain't making no accusations though. That's what you had said. That's what she had said. I cannot believe this was her first trial. Not her first trial. I need to stop saying that. Her first trial like this. And she 50. She literally took time and focus away from what was going on right there and was adamant that this is what she had to do, to the point where she ordered them privacy boxes. Did you get it on Amazon Prime Day? Did you? Oh no, that was just recently. This happened a while ago. Did you order them through court supplies? I just wonder. Did do that come through tax? I don't know. I just want to know who paid for the privacy boxes. I think that's my only question for right now. I'm gonna mind my business on everything else. I apologize if I made any accusations inadvertently. I ain't mean it, girl. I ain't mean it. You do what you do. You know more than me. You definitely somebody. I'm a nobody. Judge, Your Honor. Okay, y'all. All right. We're going to end this jury. In this case for today. Court is adjourned.